Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Hello,
As you can see,
everybody,
we are
and
all
welcome
set.
to today's
The
match.
game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. And here's the chance to counter. Zico. Now it's Messi. Messi! Ambitious, but just off target.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Cannavaro wins the duel this time. He's gone forward. Caught offside that time. Well, that is one way to stop him. Van Nistelrooy. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Van Nistelrooy was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Messi. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Mohamed Salah. Now there's the shot! It's there! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences up.
Shot a goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Scholes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Feyenoord with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he's managed to gift it back. And that's gone loose. Out again for a throw-in. Can he finish? Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Feyenoord have their second corner now. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. They get a throw-in. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Scholes. Look at the space. It's Zico! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Zico is offering a wry smile there.
Feyenoord have their third corner. Climbs up big! He's missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Van Dijk makes the interception. And that could set him on his way. Scholes. Eto'o. Looks a good ball through. going to be disappointed with that. Oh, Messi! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Up he goes! Big moment! Massive goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing, and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon...
Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So all square and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
He's tried one! He's done very well to get to that.
Zico really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That has been cut short. Neymar chasing after it.
Mission 1 has been accomplished.
Oh, he's been caught napping! No messing about, just bludgeoned away and claimed it back swiftly. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he was quick to react. Well, they can break here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's a key interception. It's Salah! No way through. Simmons! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set.
Ah, he's given it away! Zico is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they... And the finish! And it's in! And the comeback is complete!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 78 minutes is number 17, Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think...
He's got the shot away! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. In he goes again!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
Well read, nice interception. That's going to go a long way. Just 5 minutes left. Looking for the run. Van Nistelrooy. And that is expertly dealt with.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt,
and
it is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Shapes to shoot! And he's done it!
What a super start, a total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Al Nassr do have a chance to counter here. Son Heung-min.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Interesting ball. No foul, says the referee. Klosterman.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Szoboszlai, Van Dijk. Aimed beyond the defence. Nuno Mendes. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Al Nassr looking to pass their way through. Oh, easy pickings there. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Great ball if he can get there. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's De Bruyne. It's a good spell of possession, this. Rashford. There's the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Substitution on the field, number 17.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
No, again, there's no way through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Damn it! Now, it's fallen kindly here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely aimed pass. And that has been cleared. Klosterman gets across to intercept that. Nuno Mendes. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. De Bruyne, Rashford, real chance! Loose ball, oh what has happened here? That was very necessary.
71,649.
He's through here, it's Salah!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, this looks sharp. Mohamed Salah in acres of space out wide. Oh, they could be caught out here. Chance! And he hits the net. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Number 15.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
It's a mighty effort! Not offside that time.
Musiala. Coming on to replace him is number 4, Xavi Simons.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile. The man pulling the strings.
Messi.
Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Nuno Mendes. He's in plenty of space here. And he cuts out the supply. Szoboszlai. Messi. Looking for the runner. Mohamed Salah. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Interception, his positioning was spot on. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. Quality. He's had a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof!
Al Nassr clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Al Nassr take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
There will be 5 minutes added
Just
time.
seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. That looks a good ball through. Now it's hits one! Oh, the ball's... Oh, it's fallen loose again! Nuno Mendes. Now it's Rashford.
That was lovely, that.
He has found the way through. Rashford! And that may well be that. That is that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement
So
now.
what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations, and I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello,
Without a
everybody,
doubt, it
and
is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's
eagerly
match.
awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Del Piero is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery...
Big chance! And again! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Messi. Oh, well played. He's got the shot away! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's a throw. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. That's a sharp pass. And he's managed to get rid. Back into the middle. He's got a side of goal. It's wide, but only just.
McAllister nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Driving on and making good progress. And the shot! Oh, another save.
Messi can only think of disappointment right now, but he'll get to appreciate just how good that save was.
And we have our very first corner. Musiala! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. And the header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. So, third corner of the game. Has a go! They've done it! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone.
Goal! After 34 minutes is number 42.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Ah, good steal, he just read it. He won't be happy with that one. Well, there's the clearance. Van Dijk spots it, and he's having a hit! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Wiggles his way through. Great hit! It's there! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Milan go into the lead. Del Piero. Now that's well seen too. And the half-time whistle goes. So on the whole, a very competitive game so far. Goals for both sides. Neither in true command. Anything could still happen in this game.
Attendees, this is a
Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Oh, nicely intercepted. That looks a cracking ball.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Messi. Kimmich. And that's a throw-in. No, it's not getting there.
The
That
attendance
pass
for this
is
match
somewhat
was
less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of
71,649.
ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Nice ball, and he might be in here. McAllister. Jordi Alba. That's good running with the ball. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Vinicius Junior. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's been cut out, well played.
Substitution in progress.
Rodri getting this one clear. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Oh, well played, well played. Wilshere! And that would have been game, set and match.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
It's a mighty effort! He's got a goal! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Substitution for Milan, number 21, Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field is number
Ball is
17,
over the line.
Gakpo. Substitution.
Rodri,
There will
that's
be
been
5
intercepted.
minutes added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Now it's McAllister, who played through for the wide man. Chance here to counter. And time is up. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
We are glad to
Your
inform
reflections
you that
then, Jim.
today's match day
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much
Hello,
riding on it,
everybody,
but
and
it is
welcome to
equally
today's
clear
match.
and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. David Villa! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Villa really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
And that's been won straight back. Rummenigge. Real chance! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's Snyder! He's done very well to get to that.
Snyder is offering a right smile there.
It's their second corner of the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And now they can spring out of defence. Couldn't squeeze it through. Mohamed Salah gets into some space. Saliba gets good distance on it. And claimed it back swiftly. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Delicate ball, and it needs to be.
Rummenigge made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Played out to the right. Pass is just off target. And he's there to retrieve it. Szoboszlai. Now there's a fine ball. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That looks a cracking ball. David Villa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's in, surely! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Corner number 3 coming up. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, played right into his path. Ruben Dias. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs, and the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple. Keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Schneider. Coming on the field.
And the second half gets underway.
Number 13, Messi.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And he's intervened well there. Rummenigge. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And he's there to get it away. And they're quick to get it back.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Done delicately. No luck with that dink over the top.
Attendance for this match was
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
71,898.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Tries to get it clear. Rummenigge. Oh, a delicate chip through. Now that's well seen too. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ruben Dias kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely aimed pass. Shifted upfield. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well timed, excellent interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Referee's given a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Rodri. Coming on to replace him is number 7, Pep Guardiola.
Tries to dink it in. And he gets rid in a hurry. And here's Messi. And it's lofted through here. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing.